Yeah, it's your dog, MC Mack for life, the underboss Supreme Beam. Now I just jumped off the porch with DGB, dirty glove bastard. Don't play.
A lot of niggas talk that shit and end up getting their wig split. It's MC Mack, a nigga known for smacking, jacking, crack.
Yes, sir, yes, sir. We right back at it, y'all. We got the one and only MC Mack from the Kaze jumping off the porch with us.
Yes, sir. Yes, sir.
How you feeling, bro? How you feeling?
I'm feeling wonderful, man.
Yes,
feeling
sir.
Wonderful, man. Any day above ground is a good day.
Yes, sir.
Yeah.
Yes, sir. That's a for sure, man. You know, gotta be thankful for these blessings of being able to breathe every day.
Yes, sir.
Man.
Yes, sir.
So, man, what you got going, bro? Like, what got you here in Atlanta, man?
Man, I promote my Piranha Volume 7, man. Of course, also celebrating my Easy Come, Easy Go new single that I just released. And of course, man, to chop it up with you about our up and coming store merchandise. And the MC Mack store is definitely open. It's
Yes, sir.
24 hours, 7 days a week, and we always booking, selling verses, tracks, and collabo features. We don't stop, man.
Yes, sir. No, I can dig it. I can dig it. And for our audience that may not know, let me give you the proper introduction. MC Mack, legendary rap artist from Memphis, Tennessee, from the group, the Kaze, part of 3-6 Mafia, part of Prophet Posse. You know what I'm saying? Like legendary. Just. I would even say, somebody who has been like a big influence as well, on music. So I just want to make sure to give you the proper introduction so that, our fans, know who you are and understand, where a lot of this like stuff from the culture even come from.
Yeah, for sure. I appreciated the introduction, man.
Yeah.
So you had a drum roll.
Yes, sir. You know what I mean?
Wow. Yeah. Appreciate the love, man.
No, for sure. So, Mac, man, tell us who you got with you, bro. I see you got your fam with you, bro. What's up?
Yeah, man. You know what I'm saying? Over here, man, we got the guy T.O., you know what I'm saying? Yeah. Here, we got RSM, Young David T-Rock, you know what I'm saying?
Yes, sir. Rock solid.
And we're gonna let everybody introduce themselves, bro. You know what I'm saying? We got Man the Michael back over here. Yeah, Memphis Mine.
What's happening, boss gang?
Yeah.
Yes, sir.
KKZ, baby.
Yeah. Nah, I can dig it. That's what's up, man. So Mac, what can you say about, the Memphis scene from when you started? I mean, from, how you seeing all the energy coming to Memphis right now? Like, how would you compare it,
It's just evolving, Music always evolves, man, from what I've realized, you know what I'm saying? Like, shoot, it always changed from back in the days when we were doing our thing, coming up listening to, Sugar Hill Gang and Run DMC, and you know what I'm saying? It's evolved. Listen to how drastically the sound has changed up until from then to now.
Yeah.
The evolution of hip hop and rap music. You know what I'm saying?
Word.
Like, yeah.
No, I can dig it, man.
With Memphis, it's similar. You know what I'm saying? It's evolving because it still got that Memphis crunk that we influenced. I still hear our influence. Which been lasting for a long time, and you know what I'm saying? Like, real talk.
Yeah, no, for sure. So what part of Memphis you from?
Man, I'm somewhere everywhere, man. North Memphis, man. Raleigh, Frayser, man. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah.
But I was born in Evergreen, though. North Memphis, and all the northern parts of Memphis. There's something about that north part of every city.
Yeah.
There's something about that north part, man.
Word.
Yeah,
no, I can dig it, man.
And Memphis, Raleigh, Frayser, you know what I'm saying? Where I did my stomping grounds.
Yeah. Now we've heard from different people, like what separates, a cat from North Memphis from South Memphis, or a cat that's from Haven, or a cat that's from Orange Mound. But in your opinion, what would you say, is different about North Memphis than the other parts of Memphis, or even other parts of the world?
Man, it probably ain't that much difference. You know what I'm saying? Every hood got a ghetto.
Yeah.
You know what I'm saying? And it's just one of in Memphis. Cause,
Right.
I mean, I wouldn't see no difference between Whitehaven, East Memphis, all that. Man, it's Memphis. It's like what they call it now, Memphis-Ganstan. You know what I'm saying? Memphis-Ganstan. But it's wild out there, bro. Like, anybody can get it from anywhere at any time.
Yeah.
Apparently, according to the news. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah. And what was it like for you coming up in North Memphis, man? Like, what was your experiences like coming up?
Oh man, my grandparents were from North Memphis. You know what I'm saying? So I was on one end of Valentine being raised, and on another end of Smoking City.
Yeah.
But I did my stomping grounds, like I said, in Raleigh, Frayser. Yeah, that's why I kind of grew up and did my thing. Yeah,
Okay.
You know what I'm saying? But yeah,
Yeah.
Raleigh, really, you know what I'm saying? I went from North Memphis to Frayser to Raleigh,
Okay.
and et cetera. It's like because of going north, you know what I'm saying?
Yeah.
You know.
And do you remember the moment when you like the moment when you jumped off the porch?
Man, I jumped off the porch, man, when Mindy had Mork, man. Before Mindy had Mork, man. If that tell you, remember Mork?
Yes, sir.
No, but I would say, for real though, like, right after high school, like, that's when I really, you know, knew, you know what I'm saying? Was still kind of in between, but I knew what it was, you know what I'm saying?
Got
So
you,
that was
got
when
you.
After high school.
Yeah. And what was some of them like? You know, what was some of them experiences like? Like, what was you getting into? You know, like in some of them days. I mean, not to ask you to incriminate yourself, but you know what I mean.
No,
But
I wouldn't do that anyway. But trust me. But no, doing them times, man, I was still in between. I mean, college. Okay, what am I doing? I'm making money with music a little bit, getting a fan base,
Yeah.
get my name buzz and put it like that.
Yeah.
But at the same time, I also was going to college. You know what I'm saying? College dropout and shit. You know, trying to balance, see what I was really gonna do. I'm gonna pursue this college thing and try to get a degree, or I'm gonna do this music.
Yeah.
Because I already had a fan base when I went into college. They knew who I was, like,
Yeah.
you know what I'm saying? So it was kind of like, shit, you know, so I was still up and down in between kind of,
Gotcha.
you know what I'm saying, on that. But yeah, after I started making pretty good money, I knew then, back when I first started music, but
Yeah.
when I started seeing the reaction of my peers and my classmates, and I'm like, yeah, I know I got a little something here. I can groove with this, you know what I'm saying?
And was going to college for you one of those things like trying to like make your parents proud, trying to like make moms proud type shit, or like what was your reason for you know, taking that step?
It was an outlet for me, you
Yeah.
know what I'm saying? I've always been like creative
For
and
sure.
such, you know what I'm saying?
Yeah.
And Raleigh, where I grew up, Raleigh, Egypt, shout out to 38128, Murder 8. Yeah, but they back in them days, you know, they really embraced the arts and,
Yeah.
and creative students. Like we used to have fashion shows and talent shows and all kind of stuff that probably other schools didn't have at that time. Music appreciation and you know and stuff like that. So that's pretty much.
Yeah. And you was killing it at them at the talent shows too, weren't you?
Oh yeah. My homeboys were getting suspended.
Yeah.
You know what I'm saying? Yeah, man. Yeah, I won most talented though in 12th grade.
Oh,
I
word.
was class of '93, man, for sure.
Yeah.
Most talented because that's all I ever did was music.
Yeah.
You know?
Nah, that's what's up, man. And when did you find your love for music? Like when did you discover that?
6th grade. I wrote my first rap in 6th grade.
Okay.
It was whack as mud probably, but I ain't gonna lie.
Yeah.
6th grade I wrote my first rap, bro. But I did write a rap in 6th grade. I
Yeah.
remember that was the first time I ever put pen to paper.
Right.
And from there it kept going, you know what I'm saying? And I ended up collecting, getting my first drum machine, you know what I'm saying? So I learned at an early age how to sequence and how to program and make songs out of, count the bars, you know what I'm saying? At a young age, like, you know what I'm saying?
Wow.
And that's when I knew I had the love for it, man. When
Yeah.
I heard my voice coming through the speakers on that double dub cassette tape, no 4-track, double dub cassette tape with the stereo plug in and auxiliaries in the back. You run the
Yeah.
drum machine,
Yeah.
then you plug the microphone in, and you got a bunch of tapes, and you recording the drum machine beat, you rapping on it, and then you take that tape, put it over here in the double dub to do your overlay on your vocals. You got
Yeah.
another tape, you know, but
Wow.
it sounded like, you know what I'm saying, nigga was on an airplane or somewhere, but
Yeah.
it was my voice coming through the speakers, and that was like damn, over something that I wrote and produced. Like
Yeah.
at that age, you know what I'm saying, it was cool. It was fun. I thought I felt like I achieved and accomplished something, you know,
Yeah.
by doing it. My niggas stamped it when they heard it in high school. You know
Yeah.
what I'm saying? Got suspended when I was rapping the joints at the school.
Yeah.
Girls started paying attention to me. Yeah, I like it. Yeah.
Isn't it
I
crazy?
did that.
Isn't it crazy too? Like how, all right, you just broke down like how you was recording that, and I mean, that sounded like it was a lot of wires, a lot of tapes, and a lot of, you know what I mean. And nowadays, man, these cats is on a laptop. You know what I mean? Airdropping songs, and you know what I mean? Like just doing it super easy. You know, it's crazy. You know, definitely got to appreciate just the process of, you know, how you guys were even making art, you know, at that time, because like it took a lot of patience, and you was taking a lot of chances where if you messed up on something, the process to fixing it was a lot longer. You know what I mean?
Most definitely, bro.
Yeah.
Heck yeah. You messed that tape up. Like, dog.
Right.
You know, bought a bunch of tapes. You know, you would swap them out and
Yeah.
get that, you know what I'm saying, the double dub with the drum kick and the chord keyboard, because my music appreciation teacher, he would let me bring his chord keyboard home back in high school.
Yeah.
I already had the drum machine, you know what I'm saying? And that's pretty much how it started. Man.
Word. So were you producing or rapping first?
Like I said, I wrote my first rap in 6th grade.
That's right. Yeah.
But I also I started producing probably like in maybe 2 to 3 years later.
Okay.
I had a program with drum machines and keyboards and all. And I always fight with that, like which one do I enjoy doing most?
Yeah.
Still to this day.
Word.
You know what I'm saying? I haven't did a track on my own in a minute, but I still got the love for
Right,
it.
for
It's
sure.
Like, you know, I can do it. So
For
you know
sure,
what I'm
for
saying?
sure. And at one point, when did you meet DJ Paul and Juicy J? And like, who did you meet first, or how did you even get connected? You know?
Man, like I said, after high school, I made a song called "Let's Make a Stain," which is a sample by Suicide Boys. The name of that song is Avalon, which is doing millions and millions of stuff right now. "Let's Make a Stain." I recorded it. A track I produced off the drum machine I was telling you about. I went to my first regular studio, you know, with a reel-to-reel.
Yeah.
Not the cassette tape double dub to record that one, but I went to the big studio at that time. Everybody was on reel-to-reel at that time, you know what I'm saying? And recorded the song, man. We went to the club, and my homeboy was like, man, I'm finna go take this joint up to the DJ, man, Juicy J.
Yeah.
It was Juicy J's place at the time on 380 Beale Street, Studio G. And he ended up taking, man, the tape up to the DJ booth, you know. I wasn't gonna take it up there to him. We walked up there, man. Hey, man, check my homeboy out, man. You know what I'm saying? Bump this joint, see what the crowd do. So Juicy ended up, you know, playing the joint, and you know what I'm saying? Like, it was crunk on the floor.
Yeah.
Mixed it in. You know what I'm saying? And them fools got wild in that joint. Then I think a fight broke out or something. Somebody got stabbed that night and some more stuff. Yeah, real talk. Like, the fool got wild. He's like, man, you know, I want to put you on my album, man. You know, that song right there, bro, that joint dope. Link up, we swap numbers. And that's how the relationship grew between me and Juicy.
Word.
And we did work, man. And I executive produced some tracks with Juicy. And he introduced me to Paul, you know what I'm saying? And that's when I jumped on a spring mix with them.
Right.
So, and that's pretty much how the relationship started. Man.
Right. And Running Lip was on that spring mix, that volume 3.
Yes, sir.
Yeah. No, that was crazy. And for those that don't know, can you even talk about, you know, back in those years, Paul and Juicy was dropping, you know, like they series of mixtapes. You know, Paul for the summer, he had like all the way up to volume 16. You know what I'm saying? And Juicy had, you know, the Return of the Juice Man. They had the spring mixes and all. I mean,
Chronicles.
it was just, you know, just crazy in the city. You know what I'm saying? With them, you know, dropping those. But can you just kind of even talk about just the energy that was bringing? You know what I'm saying?
Oh man, everybody that had systems in the fly rides were bumping them because they were in the stereo stores. It was slick and genius what we had going on and didn't even know it. We were the artists, the producers, and the distributor, and the marketing was impeccable. You putting tapes, tapes in places where they served a bump. So all the clean dope boys and everybody get their whips, you know, with the bump and the rims. You hear a bass tape, it's got a system, sell them that way. And it was crazy. Squeaky too. Shout out to all them guys, man. Spanish Fly. Shout out to DJ Spanish Fly, man.
Legend.
Man, the GOAT, bro. Like, just to put them joints in stereo stores across Memphis and Covington and Mississippi and Arkansas, just to spread the sound, was amazing, man. Because really, we were doing all that back then.
Right.
You know, artist distribution, production, our own duplicate. Well, shout out, rest in peace, Stewart, where we used to take our tapes to get them duplicated. But other than that, we were doing all the leg work. There wasn't no label. We were the label, I guess. We were the label, the artists. You know, so
I mean, it's ill, man, and I want to bring this up because I feel like it's so important to be talking about like these aspects of like hip hop history that don't get light shined on them, because when people talk about the mixtape culture and the mixtape game, a lot of people only think about East Coast mixtapes and think about that run, but they don't understand like how heavy it was in Memphis with, like you said, with Squeaky and, you know, all of them dropping the tapes and giving artists so many opportunities. I mean, number one, well, I'll say this too. Memphis in those years was playing a lot of local music on the radio too, But then the mixtapes was giving even more opportunities, you know, for artists to get their music. Cause like you said, like everybody, you know, music out the trunk, you know what I'm saying?
Sure.
Like you go over to, like I remember, I told you all my family from Memphis, so I was in Whitehaven a lot. So I remember, you know, going up to cartoons, you know what I'm saying? And picking up, you know, picking up tapes.
Abraham, man. Shout out Abraham, them the cartoons.
Yeah, so
Music
you know,
Aquarium.
Yeah, exactly, absolutely.
Yeah, they were all my spots, man. Yeah, bro. Even all the way out on 3rd.
Yes, sir.
You know what I'm saying? We used to, hey, bro. Hey, damn, that was a good time.
Yeah, man.
Fun times and legal money.
Right.
Like, they thought, a couple of my family members thought I was selling dope. I was like, it's just tape money.
Yeah,
it's
no,
tape
for
money.
sure, man. I mean, because
rocks, you know
y'all was getting it as independents, like how a lot of cats, more than cats that were signed to labels, was getting it. So it was just hard to even understand, even fathom that. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah, man.
And something interesting to touch on too is the fact that the way that the game is now, like how what you just described, we the label, we the distribution, we the marketing, we mixing and mastering the artists, we, you know what I'm saying? That's literally right now the way that the music industry run. You know what I mean? I would say the only thing that's different or that's missing is these kids can't go and sell CDs or sell like a physical item. That part of it's been missing. You know what I'm saying? So that's like kind of an interesting, you know, thing with it. You know?
Right. Unless you got something like Chapters of the Mack on vinyl, which is like a collector's item. I mean, you wouldn't believe how many shops in LA, you know, in Colorado and Denver that actually buy cassette tapes and vinyl. You know what I'm saying? Still a couple, and cats across the world. I just sold one of my vinyl, autographed, of course, to a guy in the Netherlands. You know what I'm saying? I was like, wow, buying vinyl and cassette tapes, bro. What you got going on over there?
No, that's dope, man. I mean, because now, I mean, and not even just now, I mean, you know, people want to buy into the culture and want to, you know, so if you have something for sale, whether, you know, and we live in an era now of nostalgia, you know what I'm saying? So everybody's a collector, you know what I mean? So it's like so important to have your merch and have, you know what I'm saying, your different items, you know, for sale. Because a conversation that I was having recently with somebody was we were talking about how it's kind of a crazy disconnect for independent artists these days on the tip of like, they don't necessarily have tangible products to sell as much as you guys had when you could pop the trunk and have tapes, CDs, DVDs, and all of that. And so since they're making like fractions of a penny on streams, it makes it a little more difficult for artists to make money, you know, in the game. They almost got to be in the field a little longer, you know what I'm saying?
Yeah, for sure.
You know, then more. What's your thoughts on that, man? Like with the streaming era coming in and people not being able to sell tangible products, you know what I mean?
Man, like I said, music has always been an outlet to me, bro. Like, I always made money at it, you know what I'm saying? When I started doing my pressing and stuff, man, but it's always an outlet. Like, you may get, you know, X amount of streams or whatever. But who knows what that's gonna occur in the next 5-10 years or whatever. That song may be the biggest thing since Hot Grits.
Very
true. You know what I'm saying? Like, you don't know. So what you want to do is put enough stuff on the wall and out there and keep striving and being consistent, which wins over resistance. You know, and things will happen, man. Like I strongly believe that, man. If you care about what you're doing and you putting your all into it, and of course putting God first, man, it's gonna happen, bro.
For sure.
May not happen today, may not happen tomorrow, may not even happen 5-10 years, but now, but that's gonna become vintage.
That's right.
You know, to the ones that actually put work in to get it out to take a listen. Right. You know, they kids may be growing up listening to it while their parents listen to it. You know what I'm saying? You never know, bro, and you just gotta, you know what you want to do and strive and be hard at it, man, and go hard at it, whatever it is. Music, whatever. You know what I'm saying?
Nah, that's real. That's real. You know, I want to, you know, touch on the fact that there are other ways to, you know, be able to make money and be able to, you know, be prosperous in the business. I mean, you got songs that's on P Valley, songs that's on Grand Theft Auto, you know, different things like that. So, you know, tapping into sync licensing, things like that. Can you tap into like just, you know, being able to like be a prospering underground artist or just a prospering artist and, you know what I'm saying, still be able to maintain through the years, you know what I mean, through different businesses?
Oh yeah, for sure, man. Yeah, the more, I mean, seemed like the more you put your hands in it and the more you dibble and dabble, things start to occur, bro. You know what I'm saying? I never knew that, you know, Easy Come, Easy Go would be the hit it was on Grand Theft Auto, the biggest selling video game it was at the time for, you know, Xbox and stuff. I didn't know. I didn't know P Valley was gonna hit me up. I didn't know none of these things, you know what I'm saying? But it seemed like things started to happen, you know, in the right way when I started taking care of myself and trying to do right, you know what I'm saying? And yeah, things started occurring, man, you know what I'm saying? So, but as for being able to venture out and doing other things, yeah, as an artist, music is an outlet, man. It's gonna open up it should open up you as a voice. So people are listening. Now what you want them to listen to? You wanna hear them, you want them to listen to, hey, I got something else for sale for you, check these out. Right. They like your music, they like you as a person, they gotta like you. Before you sell something to a person, they gotta like you. You know what I'm saying? They got to. So, yeah. You got the MC Mack the bill collector coming out now. You got MC Mack the bill collector in the tray. Yeah, they gotta like you. You gotta break that ice, man. Yeah, you know, they have about 3 icebreakers, man. Yeah, man.
All right, so 3 6 Mafia as Prophet Posse put out an EP called Live by Your Rep.
Yes, sir.
And that was monumental at that time because if you were a fan of 3 6 Mafia and the whole camp, and if you were a fan of Bone Thugs, then you know you knew that the sound, there was a similar sound, a similarity in sounds, and you know I never thought that either group was necessarily biting off the other group, you know, but I mean, it was definitely interesting, you know, that without the internet and all of that, that these two regions, you know, had, you know, a similar style. But anyway, you guys had a song, the Kaze had a song on that project as well.
Yeah, Be a Witness.
Yeah. But now, in terms of just, you know, like the, you know, that beef back then with Bone and how, you know, that was, we didn't have the internet back then, so, you know what I mean, we didn't have social media, so like stuff couldn't go viral and we couldn't, you know, just catch all those reactions in real time. But like, can you even tell me, like, from your perspective, maybe where like that even came from, like the issue between the two, or, you know?
Man, all I know is, you know, niggas were dissing them at the time. You know what I'm saying? Niggas were getting dissed. Yeah. Like they came to Memphis, I don't know if it was with the underline, it's always an underline in something, bro. Right. You know what I'm saying? Whether it's over the sound or somebody knocked somebody for their gal or said this or whatever the case may be, it was a beef with Bone in Memphis. Yeah. You know what I'm saying? Like for real. And everybody was taking shots at them. Yeah. You know what I'm saying? I think we was kind of scraping to try to come up. You know, like, Right. You know what I'm saying? To be honest, but you know, and when they start reacting to it, okay, you know what I'm saying? That's like, okay, you heard what they said on this nigga? Like, yeah, they just said that. They're like, oh, hey. You know, so yeah, it's hip hop. Yeah. You know, it's hip hop. It's a sport almost. Right. But it get dangerous nowadays, and that's what I hate. Like, you know, but it used to be sport. You know, remember LL and Kumo D? Oh yeah. You know, going at it and. You know, KRS-One them. Like,
yeah, man. Come on, all them bro. Classic battles.
Everybody died after that, bro. Right. Like, you can take competitiveness, being competitive to the extreme. And
man.
Crash out.
Yeah. and I think part of it is the fact that we had this social media and all that, and people don't want to be embarrassed. So it's like, if I'm embarrassed and somebody can come back and tell that story, or if it's actually on tape, then, you know, I'm done. You know what I'm saying? So let me just get my get back in the ultimate way. You know what I mean? But then cats crash out and don't even know what, you know, what that's gonna bring. You know what I mean?
Yeah, or what could become of if you didn't go to, you know, just
Yeah. So you used to come down here to Atlanta a lot, man. And,
I love Atlanta.
Yeah, so like, and be down here at Freaknik and all that.
Oh, heck yeah.
Can you talk about, because you know they got the Freaknik documentary about to come out, and you were down here a lot, I heard you say.
I may be on that jump,
man. Okay.
Kamikaze Films, man, on that thing.
Yeah. But what was them experiences like, man, just coming down here like during that time, and you know what I'm saying?
Oh, man. When I first started coming to Freaknik, man, it was like something I had never experienced before. I mean, we got Beale Street in Memphis, which was similar, but the whole city turned to Beale Street. You know what I'm saying? Where on the expressway it's going down, you know, type stuff. So it was amp, man. You know what I'm saying? You could meet all these cats from other cities, man. And we used to come to Atlanta just to, you know, we plaster our cars, put posters on the cars and stuff like that, and riding the strip. Promoting, you know what I'm saying? Basically promoting, you know what I'm saying?
Yeah.
Cassette tapes, flyers, and the whole nine. And it was cool just to come out and meet blacks. Mostly blacks, you know what I'm saying? In one spot, having a good time from everywhere in the fucking country there.
Yeah.
From New York to Florida, it's like a mecca here. And we was out there kicking it. It was like cool, and people was recognizing us. Like, MC Mack, MC Mack hypnotized Count Posse, MC Mack, Prophet Posse. Yeah, like, okay, you know what I'm saying? And shit, I did every year. I would come out here and promote, man.
Yeah.
I pressed up like maybe 500, 600 cassette tapes at the end of the cassette tape era.
Yeah.
Just to pass out at Freaknik, you know? And things like that. And I truly think it helped. You know what I'm saying? For sure, I know it helped.
Yeah. I mean, that hand to hand, I mean, like, it ain't nothing like it, because especially as you independent, I mean, shit, each fan count, each person count, each, you know, move count, you know what I mean?
Sure.
So, super important.
Yeah.
So now, can you talk about, you know, when you guys dropped the Time's Up project, and, you know, because there was a lot of like good energy, you know what I'm saying, around then. I mean, but then also, I mean, 3 6 Mafia, when they were dropping projects, you guys were being featured on them too. Because I think where you featured was it Chapter 2, World Domination? I know y'all was on the end. I know.
Yeah, the end. Yeah. I was on When the Smoke Clears.
Yeah. Okay.
When
Okay.
the Smoke
Yeah.
Clears,
66, 61.
Yeah,
That's right.
And that one and others, man, from Project Pat's solo album to Get It Green to the Gangsta Boo's Inquiring Minds to, you know, Indo G. You know what I'm saying? Shout out Indo G.
Oh yeah,
man.
shout out Indo G.
Rest in peace, GB. You know what I'm saying? But yeah, man, bruh. So even like I said, even throughout them times, you know, I was still doing my independent grind as well. You know what I'm saying? Because it was kind of a balance. I'm learning. You know, I started from being independent.
Yeah.
That's how Juicy met me. Put it on his app, put my Let's Make a Stain on there. I collaborated him, started doing songs like Go to Church Hole, Run Your Mouth, you know, with Al Capone. Shout out Al.
Yeah.
And like.
Yeah, shout out Al Capone for real.
It was like a growing process, man. It's almost with me. I started to walk. You say crawl before you walk, right? You know, I started crawling when I was at the house making my own beats, and then I ended up getting with juicing them and getting signed at one point.
Yeah.
So now it's kind of restrictions. So I mean, I'm still learning to walk and learning the game at the same time. I just know these fools got a buzz in the city, and it's one like no sound like this period in the world. You know what I'm saying, for one, and it was growing. I saw it, you know. I didn't know how far it was gonna go, but I knew Memphis was on to something with that sound, man.
Yeah, nah,
you know
for
what
sure.
I'm saying? For sure, bro. You know, and shit, man.
No, and it influenced a lot. I mean, because even back then, I mean, I know like Memphis and Houston kind of went back and forth between like, you know, like that horrorcore sound, and there was, you know, a lot of, you know, people trying to figure out like who started it, or did somebody, you know what I mean? But, you know, that was, I mean, the evolutions even of the sounds, you know what I'm saying, through the city.
I mean, interject on what you said there about the horrorcore, because I'm gonna tell you, DJs was putting Gangsta Nip, Ghetto Boys on their tapes. Man, license infringing like a mug.
Yeah.
But I mean, it would take songs, mix them, throw them on a mixtape. You know what I'm saying? Sell them. And Houston was a really big influence on Memphis, man.
Yeah,
I mean, Houston was like one of the meccas besides Florida, Miami, that started it with Ghetto Boys and Luke Skywalker. It wasn't, and of course Jermaine Dupri, you know what I'm saying? But yeah, as for the South, that was it. You know what I'm saying? Yeah, so.
Yeah, nah, that's ill. Man, was Bushwick Bill a horrorcore rapper? Now that I think about it, you know what I'm saying? As we talking, I just thought about that
I think
with
so.
the Chucky doll.
Yeah, the knife,
He wasn't a traditional horrorcore like the but when you think about
he dipped into the horrorcore, bro, for sure.
Nah, that's interesting. Nah, that's for sure interesting. So tell me what the studio sessions was like, man, like, you know, with the whole crew. Like, I mean, was it like every man for his stealth in there and you gotta make sure to get your verse in to get on the song, or was it like super organized and everybody knew who was on each song and what, you know what I mean? What was the structure like?
Well, it kind of was like we kind of knew when we was coming to the studio that we was gonna bump on something that day, you know what I'm saying? But we would still be there in sessions that we weren't supposed to be at, you know what I'm saying? But yeah, it was magic, man, you know what I'm saying? We knew we had something, man. And we had cats like, you know, Indo G and K-Rogs, and
Yeah.
you know what I'm saying, and M-Child, and you know,
'Cause
it
you
was
was-
one big family. Like
Right.
it was like when the struggle was on, when we were struggling to get the name out there and progressing and trying to make it grow, it was fun. It was
Yeah.
fun. We were getting the name out there and kind of like running the city. You know what I'm saying? We were running the city at one point. So
Yeah.
the struggle was real. You know what I'm saying? But as things grow and grow and grow,
Yeah.
you know how it goes. But you know, it was real, bro.
Word.
It's
And
fun times, a lot of fun times. We
Yeah.
made history. It's so many fun times I can't
definitely.
even begin to imagine. I mean, it's
Yeah.
hard to tell you all the stuff. Like, bruh,
I mean,
it's been a wild ride, fool.
Yeah.
To be right here, right now on the porch with you, fool. It's been a ride, bro.
Ah.
Man, the things, you know, bruh.
Yeah, because I mean, you guys have
Music
seen some of everything. I mean, and,
Yeah, bro.
So with the studio sessions though, like, was it like on the tip of where, did you guys know, like, who was gonna be on which song, or was it more like you guys recorded and then kind of came back around and then it was put together?
Well, on the songs I was on, we always knew who was gonna be on what song, because you know, when we did like Posse songs like Mystic Styles,
Yeah.
Mystic Styles, man. When I got there, Fly was there, Juicer was there, Paul was there, Boo, everybody that was on the record was there.
Yeah.
You know what I'm saying? There may have been some instances where people came back in and laid their verses when they weren't available to be at the time, but
Yeah.
for the most part, man, we kind of knew what song we were gonna be featured on,
Yeah.
or who was gonna be rapping on it. You know what I'm saying? Unless Paul and Juicy slipped something in at the end or something,
Yeah.
whatever. But
Man, how big would how big do you think things would have gotten if, you know, the whole camp would have stayed together from the beginning? Because you were there when Fly was still in the group, when Skinny Pimp was still a part of the group, like, you know what I mean? And you know, to me, I feel like, you know, those guys, you know, were some of the top, you know, artists, personalities, you know, all of the above, and Memphis. So I mean, that would have been a true powerhouse. You know what I mean? If everybody would have stayed together.
yeah, I think it was a powerhouse, though.
For sure.
You know what I'm saying? For sure, it was a powerhouse. And I was sitting back listening to some old stuff back, like on the way here, actually.
Yeah.
I'm listening to some old stuff, like, man, we're bumping way back then. Like, but yeah, it is what it is, though.
Yeah.
You know what I'm saying?
No, for
Memphis,
sure.
man, is awesome, bro. Like,
Yeah.
you know, I ain't gonna knock the city. I ain't gonna speak down on it. But it's dangerous, but man, there's a lot of freaking talent.
Yeah,
there, bro,
absolutely.
That was slept on for a long period of time, and people would steal from us and do stuff, man, but never really get the shine. But now it's getting the shine a little bit, you know. But I think we did what we did when we did it, and it is what it is,
Nah,
bro.
for sure.
Like, and was grateful to do it. You know what I'm
Yeah,
saying? 'Cause
absolutely.
like, man, blood, sweat, shout out Lil Core, man. Rest in peace, Cuz, man. Like, rest in peace, K-Rock, man.
Yeah, man.
Cooster
RP K-Rock.
nigga, man. Like,
Yeah,
you know what I'm
RP
saying?
Coops.
Lord, man.
RP Lord
These
Infamous.
cats, man, we
RP Gangsta
had
Boo.
memorable times, bro, in the clubs, in the
Yeah.
studios, in the shake junks.
Yeah.
And on road trips, you know what I'm saying?
Yeah.
Liquor store trips, Dixie Queen trips. You know what I'm saying? Nigga, anything can pop off.
Yeah.
You never know with
Yeah.
the Mafia. You know what I'm saying? With the Prophet Posse, man.
Man.
You know what I'm saying? You get the jacking out there and drive through.
Man.
Facts.
And what was it like recording those Posse songs?
Fun, man. A room full of the most talented cats that you would ever believe, bro.
Was it competition? Like, was it
Yeah,
like,
yeah.
were you
Everybody,
in
I
there
think
trying
everybody was
to
trying
write
to outbump themselves. You know what I'm
Yeah.
saying? They gonna come, yeah, I got to outbump. Can't come whack on this jump. Fool just killed it. You know what I'm
Yeah.
saying? So, yeah, and Lord Infamous would always set that bar. You know what I'm
Yeah.
saying? K-Rock would always set that bar. Cooster would always set that bar. You're like, yeah, you're like, okay, you got to outbump the, you got, you know what I'm saying? Gangsta Black and Skinny Pimp would always, you know, set that bar, bro.
Yeah.
Like, you know, shit.
All right, nah, that's what's up, man. So Mac, what do you have coming up? Like, what releases do you have coming up, or what you working on?
I'm working on where the rest of my Hennessy went. Damn! I have to take a look at this motherfucker. Hold on, we got some holes in this porch, don't it, man? It's a real porch. Let me find my Hennessy up under these stairs, man.
Say the Hennessy that mysteriously went missing.
Them kamikaze cups full, ain't it, man? Where that kamikaze cup at, man?
Oh man.
Jesus.
Yes, sir.
But what you say now? What was the question,
you good.
bro?
So Mac, I was saying, so what you working on now? Like what you got coming?
Like I said, I just released Easy Come, Easy Go, man, a funk remix, man. This Easy Come, Easy Go, man, is over 5 million streams, man. And I'm waiting on my YouTube plaque, man.
Right.
And this album is finally out the red. I'm seeing all my profits now. Like, I feel that's a big thing for me, man, right now, bro. And like I said, I'm working on Piranha Volume 7, man. I got a new song that I released called Chrome Thing, which was a dedication to Gangsta Boo at the beginning, which was the first single off the album. I just brought out the track Over Again in the video. And yeah, I'm working on the Piranha Volume 7 album, which I'm gonna get T-Rock on and in collaboration.
Can we get another collab project from you and T-Rock? Is that?
Oh yeah, for sure. We working. Yeah. Always working, man. We're just one of the hardest working guys. You know, yeah, we gonna collab, man. And yeah, for sure, man. And I'm also pushing my merch store, man. MC Mack store is always open, like I said, man. I got merchandise, man. See the shirts, man. The Kaze gear, man.
Yes, sir.
You know, not only that, but we have the collector's items. We got the vinyl, we got the cups, we have cassette tapes, we got Kaze socks. Man, the list goes on and on. I can see her name all kind of stuff. But, yeah, I'm pushing that as well, man. And yeah, the new album, bro. And check out the funk remix of Easy Come, Easy Go, man. It just dropped as a remix. This funk thing is really doing his business, man, with artists like Suicide Boys for sampling me. Oh yeah, shout out Gucci, man, too, for sampling my song on his album, All About My Hustle.
That's what's up, man.
All About My Hustle.
Yes,
Can't forget about that.
Yes,
shout out Gucci, man. Yeah,
tell
Suicide Boys and Cordell. Shout out Cordell, man, for sampling Lil Cord, man, Killer from the North Side, man.
And tell these rappers about having your paperwork right, so that when people do sample you and people do business with you, then you can actually make money off of yourself as a business.
They ain't gonna probably sample you until you got your business right. That's what I learned to find out. Things didn't start to happen until I started taking care of myself, you know, and understanding what's going on here. You know, that's for the business and doing things the right way. So, yeah, absolutely, bro. You gotta take care of your business, learn the business. You know what I'm saying? Take that paperwork, read. You know, niggas don't like reading.
They say
but you know what I'm saying? We gotta go. We gotta knowledge, man. Knowledge, man. Hey, knowledge is power. What they say, and yeah, and executing and being able to put it where it needs to be placed.
Yes, sir. Yes, sir. So, Mac, one more thing I want to ask you before we leave, too, man, is like, what keeps you inspired, you know, to keep going? Like, what keeps you motivated? How do you stay motivated?
Oh, cats like T-Rock just let me listen to a brand new song, was jamming. You know what I'm saying? Raw, like, I was like, man, yeah, that made me want to go get in the studio right then. I'm pretty sure I heard some stuff that just motivated them. You know what I'm saying? Yeah, like, and man, it takes the simplest things for me to get motivated because I love to do music. Even if I ain't making no money at it, I still love to do music. Bro. It ain't about, you know, and it could be the simplest thing, man. I could be riding, listening to Simply Red. You know what I'm saying? Yeah. Holding On to the TA, or Rick James, or Bobby Womack, or Lamont Dozier. Like, anything get me motivated when I hear the musician or compositions on how they put their sequence, they songs together. Man, rock and roll, man. You know what I'm saying? That inspired me, man. Pimping, certain country, man. You know, I'm all over the place with this music. I love it all, bro. Yes, sir. I know what it takes to make it, and then I sit back and think, what was it like to hear James Brown in the studio recording "Try Me," or you know, or whatever songs. You know, like these fools were jamming back then, bro, and I know what go on in them sessions. Yeah. So. When I
like, could you imagine the shit they was talking when they was in the studio making it? It was a man's world.
Man, come on, man.
Imagine the shit they was talking, bro.
Come on, bro.
You know what I mean? So that's
all kind of stories, because there's stories behind these. Every song, every video, there's always a story, bro. Like something happened. Right. I swear to God, bro.
Nah, that's real. That's real. That's what's up, man. Well, yo, I appreciate you pulling up on me on the porch, man, to kick shit, bro.
I appreciate you having me, G, for real, bro.
A lot of niggas talk that shit and end up getting their